next area that we're now going to come on to, we were working specifically there, okay? Top trap, levator scapulae area in from the occipital ridge. That's how you do that. This is the spine, okay? This is the scapulae area there, and that's the spine of the scapulae. So that was our techniques there for the spine of the scapulae. Now we're going to be working in this area here, okay? And we'll maybe, if we've time, come on to the actual scapulae too. So this part, this is called the medial border of the scapulae, okay? Now, do you know what muscles we've got that run in here?
In the spine?
Next to the spine, what are the muscles we've got in here? Any ideas? You want me to help you?
Yeah.
Right. So, recap. You've got the top traps. You've then got the levator scapulae. We've also got the erector spinae, which runs in there. And we also have the rhomboids. And we also have the mid-trap area. Okay? So all of these muscles are a family. They all have a relationship with each other and they all overlap. So again, if Glenn had came in and he had a lot of trigger points here, we would also want to be working there because the erector spinae and the mid-traps are all connected. If they're having issues, they're going to talk to the rhomboids and the rhomboids are going to start complaining as well.
Yeah.
Okay? So again, the first technique that we have for Glenn is this one, Glenn. Okay? So you're going to be rolling down and just coming into a slump. Okay? When I say technique 2, I want you to raise your arm to the side and be punching front. And then the next technique is to be punching front and then around. Okay? So he's actively going to be getting involved. So the first one is the slump. Now, we're going to be working here and we're making a loose fist. And I'm starting just at the top of where the spine of the scapula is. And on you go. So I'm in a nice straight arm and it's nice and slow. And where my knuckles are focusing here, right next to the spine. If there was more tension, I would use my loose fist so my knuckles were here because that part's more powerful. And again, on you go. And you can alternate. And come back where you want to strip in because that's quite a wide area. Okay, so if you want to focus more there, use your loose fist on that side. On you go, Glenn. And come back. And again. Okay, now we're going into action 2. So you're going to raise your elbow to the side and then he's going to be punching. As he does that, he's moving the muscle tissue around. So he's stretching the muscle tissue as we apply the soft tissue techniques. Okay, action 2, please. Okay, and on you go. Okay. All right, bring it back and just slow it down. Okay, nice and slow this time. On you go. And as he punches, it then elongates the muscle as you apply the soft tissue release technique. And coming back again. And just repeating for me, please. Okay. So again, we're just focusing on that midsection, right? You would also be stripping the other shoulder in the same way. But let's just continue with here for just now. Now, what we want to now be concerned about is the lower traps. So the lower traps fit in like that. Okay? So the lower traps come under. If again the client had pain and we wanted to strip right into that area here, again what we would be doing now, Glenn, is the punch and the twisting around. As he twists around, the lower part of the traps is actually connected in at the scapula. So as he takes a full twist, that will then stretch all around that area. Okay? All right, Glenn. Now with the deeper stretch there. That's it. And connecting and twisting around. See, as he twists, it opens that out. Nice. And come back again for me, please. And again. And come back. And again. Good. Okay. And then finally, Kaylin, if we want to strip the full area, okay, you've got the 3 bands of the erector spinae. We're coming right down through the top traps, the mid traps, the rhomboids, the bottom traps. The erector spinae then continues as we come in here into the lower waist area. If you wanted to strip that full thing at the very end, then Glenn, it would just be this and coming into the full slump, taking the full slump over. Okay, so again, I'm just going to put a bit of cream on my hand. So you can be taking it from here. Okay, on you go, Glenn. And working all the way down at the end and return, and working all the way down at the end and return, working all the way down. Good. Okay, right, so that's quite easy. Okay, you just need to learn how to do that. Are you okay? Yeah. Do you need 5 minutes?
No, because my girl is in the it's like 10 minutes away from here in the police station trying to do the green card, and they're telling her that she doesn't have something, and she's like, okay, can you explain to the person on the phone because he speaks Spanish? They're like, no.
Es empadronamiento.
Huh?
Empadronamiento.
No, it's something.
Okay, so that's all relatively easy. We'll come back to that this afternoon because I need to show you more important things. Like, it's really important you know that, you get a lot of that. That I'll help you more with this afternoon. There's also, now coming on to the actual scapulae area, which is here, right? So we've got the infraspinatus, which sits there. We've then got here the teres minor, and then here you've got the teres major, okay? If we know, like Glenn was to say, do you know what, I'm so sore, I don't know what's going on there, it's really sore. So what we can actually do to track into that area is, again, raise your arm up at the side, and if we knew it was here, we can do another trigger point movement. Okay, punch to the front, 10, 9, 8. Okay, come back and do it a lot slower for me. Okay, go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, we can also actively, now just you let me have your arm. I can also actively take control and use a digital thumb movement coming over the scapulae. So it's here, and the muscles run in that way to the points here in at the shoulder girdle. So I can also be in control of stripping into the muscles over that way. Okay, now as you're stripping, you can actually feel where it's tight. So as we're stripping there, he's got like a trigger point there again. Okay, come up for me. Okay, very slowly now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. As he relaxes, I passively get involved now with the soft tissue release technique. Come back. And again, it's nice and slow. Working into that trigger point work. How many times do we do it, Kaylin? 3. Okay, so actually it's moved. It's now moved now to here. Okay, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. As he comes back again, I'm now passively going to get involved. Yeah, that's feeling better. Okay, so you're stripping in that way. Just going to move this to the side. So as your digital thumb stripping with your movement, you can also use your trigger point work with the movement as well. And then what we can do is we can use reinforced fingers. So you're coming up again for me there, Glenn, okay? And we can reverse back the weight. Okay, Glenn, on you go. So we can be pushing over the areas that we were working on there. as he applies the action, and coming back, and on you go. Good. One more time, and on you go. Okay. So that's more detailed work there for the scapula area, for the infraspinatus, teres minor and teres major. We also can use it as well here for the supraspinatus, which sits right at the top of the spine of the scapula. So if there was more of an issue in here, just relax, Glenn, let me do it. What we can do is you want your power finger again, and you can make a kind of hook. Okay, and as you're hooking in, just relax, Glenn, let me do it, is as you're lowering it at 20% effort, is to strip along the top there of the supraspinatus as you're applying the action. That can feel pretty good too. When we have the client face down, I'm going to show you another way how to strip over the top of that. You look so worried. Are you okay? What's wrong?
It's okay, don't worry.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
Okay, so that's another nice way there where you can be working over the top of the spine of the scapula, supraspinatus, and also onto